Hola everyone! Can we just take a moment to appreciate this gorgeous view that my brother-in-law and sister have? Welcome back to Golden Found TV. Excuse all the noise. If you hear anything, if you hear voices, there's people out there riding their boats, having fun. We are here because I asked a question on Instagram and I asked you all, is it possible to remain friends with an ex? The majority of you said no, and you gave me great explanations as to why and the risks behind it. And then some of you said yes, and why it could be possible, and great insights about it. Then a lot of you asked me, what's my preference? What do I think? And then I asked you if I should make a video, and you all said yes. So now we're here. Now, this is my personal perspective. It does not mean it is right. It does not mean it is wrong, and I'm sharing it in hopes that you find your own perspective in this. I am a no-no when it comes to this. A no-no, a big no-no. And it's not because I didn't want to remain friends with exes and because I'm like, oh no, screw you. No, actually, on the contrary, I've had great relationships where I felt like, dang, like, wow, like, how could we not remain friends? And we've had conversations like that. And obviously I've had some toxic relationships. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you had a toxic relationship, please do not consider remaining friends. Please, please, please. It's only going to be complicated in your next chapter in your life. Just don't. And I've always been the person to be like, oh my gosh, if you need me, I'll help you. I'll be right there. But when it came to me and myself, and if I knew like, man, like there was just so much damage in the relationship, I just cut all ties and just completely cut all ties. Now, going back to those relationships that I felt like I could have stayed friends with, it's hard because you go through tough times with them, you go through high moments with them, you go through self-discovery moments with them where you're like, how could I not remain friends with you? And I've had them tell me, like, how could we not continue to talk? How could I not make sure that you're okay? Because I've built this bond with you, and how could we just walk away from each other like that? I've had to come to accept with the fact that that's how life is. We do have beautiful bonds with people, and they're meant for that sole purpose in that time of our lives. We don't have to feel like we have to carry it on into our next chapters. We don't. And it's hard to accept that because I've almost considered like, okay, I think we could remain friends, but then I had to remember, well, what about the person that's going to be your significant other in the future? Do you think this is fair for them? Do you think this would be honoring them? And personally, I wanted to create a space for the next person that was coming into my romantic relationship. I wanted to give them that space that they felt honored, that they felt like I put a lot of thought into the next relationship, because I didn't want to be in a complicated situation and have anyone sacrifice their comfort because of my friendship with my ex. I didn't want to have to always feel like I was defending this friendship with my ex and explaining why. And for me, it was just, no, I just could already see it. And that's the powerful thing about like thinking long-term, is putting yourself in that position of, well, what about long-term? And how do I want to honor and respect the next person coming into my life? And for me, that's how I see it too. Like, my romantic relationship is a priority to me, whoever that may be in the future. So I'm going to make sure that my decisions now are honoring and respecting that next person. So what do I have to do? Now, I do understand that there's a lot of people that have to remain friends with their ex because of either kids or a business that they're both in ownership of, that their relationship didn't work out, but they're still business partners. I get it. But if you don't have to remain friends with that ex, in my experience, it's just been better off. And this is how I am too. I'm the type of person that if I created a space to honor our relationship in our next chapter, you best believe I'm gonna want that too. So yes, it's a deal breaker. I think that I deserve someone who did also make the sacrifices that I did to have that clean slate for me. So I'm just the type of person, like, I'm not gonna change you and in your relationship with your ex, but I'm not gonna be with you, because I'm looking for someone that views that, because that's such a crucial view in my eyes. And like I said, it's been something that a lot of people get into fights about, and I'm not going to change anybody. You shouldn't either. I think that you should make the necessary choices to honor yourself and your views and honor their views. I don't think that anyone should ever have to sacrifice their comfort for a relationship. Don't lie about it either. I've seen a lot of couples lie that they are okay with it because they say, oh, well, if I'm not okay with it, does that mean I'm insecure? Does that mean I'm jealous? This has nothing to do with that. It's the way you like to feel honored and respected. And that is completely different from being insecure and jealous. This has nothing to do with your security about yourself, okay? I just want to challenge you all to really, really make this hard, tough choice in the best, most mindful way, because it does definitely affect you in your next chapter in your life. I hope that a lot of you did take something away from this. And if you did like the video, please like it, share it to anybody that's in the middle of this, not knowing if they should or shouldn't consider remaining friends with their ex. And please subscribe for more videos. This definitely does help the algorithm of the videos. If you do think it's great content, it's gonna help people search and see these videos. If you do want a video session with me and you've been thinking of it but don't know, and maybe you're hesitant and like, is it a good idea for me? Trust me, a lot of people that do have a session with me expressed to me that they were in the middle of like, should I not, should I not? And after the sessions, they're always relieved and excited that we had that session. So if that's you and you're just in the borderline, you don't know, I just wanna make sure that it comes from you. And if you feel a pull towards it, take a chance. And I don't say this for me, but I say this for you because I've experienced people feeling that way and they took a chance and now they feel relieved and they feel like they're more clear on their current path. With that, I wish you all the best.